What's up, Ragin Nation? How's it going? This is Alex Yu, and you're watching the TF Movie Show. This is just a web series. We're talking about the Transformers live-action movie franchise. This is episode number 24, and in this episode, I'm not going to be talking about Bumblebee, but I will be talking about a Transformers movie, and that is Transformers the movie. I'm talking about the 1986 animated film, which I just came back from watching on the big screen. Fathom Events has relaunched, or rather re-released, Transformers the movie back on a big screen, and wow, I'm so glad I caught that on the big screen because it was only a 1 week engagement, and it is happening all across North America. I don't know about other parts of the world, but in North America, in select cities, they're re-releasing Transformers just for 1 week only, and I got to check it out. And I never got to check it out when I was a kid. It just, I wanted to, but I never had that opportunity. So I'm glad I got to watch it on the big screen. As I mentioned before, it's hosted by Fathom Events, which I'm so happy that they ended up doing because I jumped right on it. I decided that, you know what, I've never done this ever as a kid. I gotta check it out on the big screen. So I did. And you know what? I actually have the DVD. I sold the DVD and ended up getting the Blu-ray, and I also have the soundtrack. So I know what happens in this movie. I've seen the movie many times. I know all the visuals and the sounds and the music. But watching it on the big screen was actually a really, really different experience. The only thing that I wished happened was that it was on an even bigger screen, because I watched it in a smaller theater. It was tiny. But you know, you have the megaplexes out there with the massive screens, and they weren't showing it, but I at least got to see it on a big screen. And I gotta tell you, that was a completely different experience. When Unicron finished devouring that planet, and then the credits started rolling, the music started going, the Transformers theme started playing by Lion, the drums start going. I got goosebumps. I got chills. It was like watching it again for the very, very first time. And it was just one hell of an experience. And I just felt like, it was like watching it all over again for the very, very first time. Because watching it on TV is one thing, but watching it in theater, that's a completely new thing. So I hope you guys have an opportunity to do that. I hope that if you never got to see it, you get to watch it on a big screen. And if you never got to see it at all, this is a great opportunity to check it out if it's playing in your city. Now, what I really wanted to talk about, other than my experience there, was also that they did actually show a little featurette for Bumblebee, and it had a little featurette where Travis Knight talks about the production, a bunch of behind the scenes featurettes, a little interview with Haley Steinfeld, and I'm pretty sure some of you guys have seen it already. And then we saw an exclusive clip to Bumblebee where Bumblebee gets introduced to Haley Steinfeld. It's basically an extended version of what we've already seen from the trailer, but there's a little bit more dialogue there. It doesn't show much more than that, but it was just cool to be able to see the featurette and get an exclusive look at Bumblebee. And I felt it was very, very appropriate that they did that, because I just realized as I was watching that re-releasing Transformers the movie was actually a tie-in promo for Bumblebee. It was just perfect. I mean, remember back in San Diego Comic-Con when Stan Bush performed live? You've Got the Touch before the Bumblebee panel. It's all very appropriate because, you know, they're bringing it back to its roots. They're bringing it back to G1, which is awesome. And they're here to remind the fans that there's another Transformers movie coming out, but it's not going to be directed by Michael Bay. It's going to be something that's entirely different, and it's going to feel just like G1, just as you remembered it in the original seasons as well as the movie. And I was actually overhearing and talking to some of the audience members that were in the theater, and they didn't even know that there was a new Transformers movie coming out. They just kind of tuned out any more live action Transformers stuff because, you know, The Last Night just wasn't a great movie, and they just didn't care at that point. But once they saw all the stuff that they showed before the movie, then they were interested. And so I was talking to one of the audience members, one of the fans, and I told them that, hey, when you get home, check out that new trailer. You're going to get blown away by what you see because, you know, I didn't spoil it for them, but then I was just trying to hint at them that there's more G1 characters like Optimus Prime and Soundwave, just as you remember them in the cartoons. So I was really excited about that, and it feels like you're gonna win over fans that way, because the previous film really left a bad taste in their mouth. Anyways, aside from that, after watching the movie, I stayed till the end of the credits. Watched the credits, listened to the music, and then it turns out that even though some people left because they thought that the movie was over, there was actually a featurette for Stan Bush, who performed Dare, and also You've Got the Touch, right? You've Got the Touch, You've Got the Top Power. It did a little bit of an interview, and you get to see a performance from Stan Bush where he's performing both songs on an acoustic guitar. So that was really awesome to see the Bumblebee featurette as well as the Stan Bush interview, as well as the performance. So that was really, really cool. This felt like the complete Transformers 80s experience, to see it on the big screen. And also, it's kind of like new and old. G1 in live action coming on December, and then G1 just as you remembered it in the 1986 movie. So there you have it. And also, we got this exclusive poster. Now, this doesn't look as great as the original Transformers poster, which you have Hot Rod and Ultra Magnus like aiming their guns upwards. Like, that one's a much better poster, but this is still cool to get this, for free when you go watch the movie. So I hope you guys get a chance to check out Transformers, the animated movie, on the big screen. It's still playing out there in select cities. Find out where you can watch it on the Fathom Events website, and go check it out. Don't miss out on this opportunity, and it'll just get you pumped up for the movie that's coming out in December. So there you have it. Anyways, that's all I really got to say in this episode. I just want to share with you my experience about it just happened a couple of hours ago, and I just felt like a kid again. I was watching it, and I really was having a good time. And even though I know what happens, it's still a very visual experience. Like, when you're watching it, you're like, oh wow, this is awesome, because the sounds, the visuals, the music, it's the sound is very loud and the music's pumping, and it just gets you pumped up for the scenes. So it's definitely a different experience. Anyways, I'm back from Iceland, as you already know. I was on a vacation at Iceland, which was awesome. I hope you guys checked out my toy hunting videos. If you haven't, go check it out. There's 2 of them. And also, thank you to everybody who's been supporting me by not only watching my videos, but also buying t-shirts. If you want to buy Ragin Nation t-shirts, they're on the description box below. Thank you so much for all your support. Your t-shirts are getting shipped out, or have already been shipped out. And if you got in a new order, it's being shipped out Monday, so tomorrow. So thank you so much, and the purchase links are in the description box below, and I appreciate all the support. Stay tuned for my next episode. I'm actually going to do a trailer review for trailer 2 of Bumblebee, as well as the international trailer. I'll do it all in one video. We're just going to talk about some key scenes. Stay tuned for that. That's coming right up. As always, if you enjoyed this episode, you want to see more, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to the YouTube channel, like me on Facebook, The Ragin Nation. Also follow me on Twitter, Ragin Nation. My name is Alex. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Peace.